Let's go. Welcome in, guys. Deck of the week. I've chosen to bring you my pet commander deck. Pretty trolly, but it's also a creature type that I've always fucked with since the beginning of my start of Magic cards. We got the werewolf deck. My commanders are Bruse Tarl and Thrasios. I know it's a little weird, but it is what it is. Get my cards all set. So for Werewolf Tribal, it's a little weird because I don't really, I'm not focusing on all the main banger werewolf cards. We only got like, I got the new print of Tovolar. We'll switch them into this deck since we're here. But we only got 10 or 12 banger werewolves, so I'll get them loaded up for you here. So first we got Tovolar, Dire Overlord. He's one of the newer werewolves in the set of like the abilities where it has the Daybound effect. But he's really value in and of himself. Once you get him out, burp there, and two other werewolves, you're gonna get a card draw on combat, and that's really good. Really good, even if you don't get them flipped. When you flip them, the thing with werewolves, they're double-sided. He just turns everything into double power, gives them extra power, and gives them trample. And that's really good for endgame stuff. Now, we got another Lord. They're called Lords in Magic, the creature types that give out +1s to the other type, same creature type that shares. Sorry, that hot one's Pepper Gauntlet really fucked me up. And he basically, Mayor of Averbrook, is the must-have goated, and this is a pretty cool version of this print. And he just doubles up your power and toughness, gives you werewolves when he flips. And in this deck, really, I don't care about getting my werewolves to flip. If I can, it's a real good thing, but it's not necessarily the priority right now. We'll get into what the priority of the deck is. So, because it's a 4-color deck, it's green, blue, red, white. We got Huntsmaster of the Fells. This is, I believe, Chinese simplified, just because it was cheaper to buy. And when he enters the battlefield, you get a 2/2 wolf and gain 2 life. That's really good recursion, or like just good value of the card. It gives you a body, gives you health. And when he flips, kind of doubles that up. I got a Russian Ulrich. Huh. Kralin Horde.
Ulrich. Ulrich.
No, this is my deck of the week, dude.
Oh. My ass thinking you're opening packs.
I'm like, no, we're doing deck of the week, son. We're back.
I'm ridiculously baked.
So, basically, when he enters, you're gonna play him. Even if he flips, he gets the same ability, but you want him to enter and give a 4/4. He kind of does the same thing as Bruse Tarl. I'll get one of the commanders do too after the werewolves. But he just gives like a +4/+4 to a creature, and that's pretty good value. Averbrook Caretaker's just there because it's a werewolf. If you get it to pop off, that's okay. Wolf-Bitten Captive is a good 1-drop. Suspicious Stowaway, can't be blocked, gets you draw value, you get that loot value. Brutal Cathar is just good removal on a creature. And Master of the Wild Hunt is just a pet card for this deck. He's not a werewolf, he's a human. We're going to get into the supplementary human cards. But he just gives us wolves, and that's really good for Tovolar. Our commanders are Thrasios, Triton Hero, and Bruse Tarl, Borish Border. Bruse, you want to play it early, or Thrasios. But Thrasios you want to play for a specific reason. Bruse you want to play on your werewolves and make them sticks and get really bashy. Now why we have Thrasios in this deck is for an infinite combo. The true reason why we're here. You can either go Kinnan, Thrasios, and Basalt Monolith, or Zerda, Thrasios, and Basalt Monolith. Get unlimited colorless, and draw out your whole deck. And then, what you want to do is you want to get into real troll mode and do Lantern Flare so you can get unlimited health. And we're going to have lands that give us no maximum hand size, so we can keep our deck once we draw out, so we don't... And you could get to choose how much you draw with Thrasios, because he's scrying 1, then draw, so you don't got to deck yourself right away. So that's kind of the infinite combo, and I just threw wolves based around that. Instants and sorceries. Double Major is good to copy Bruse Tarl. He gets really hard. Once he gets removed, you don't want to play him again because of commander tax. Because you want to invest that mana elsewhere. So when you get to target, it's really fucking cool when you get a copy of him. We got your tutors to get to the combo search. Flashy. Some combat tricks, Boros Charm. Heroic Intervention is just gonna be really trolly, and once people start charging you, you want to get indestructible off your guys and get hexproof. Moon Mist is also a combat trick, just protects your werewolves, get them flipped. Deflecting Palm, this is what you want to keep in your hand last in this deck, because your opponents are gonna figure you out on that unlimited combo you're playing, and it's not a werewolf deck. So when they bash you, send their damage back to them, and the art is really cool. Beast Within, typical. Comet Storm, once we get that unlimited mana, this is another thing we could do, and just end the game and kill everybody. We got a Hangnail. Source of Plowshares, classic. So why we have Commit and Memory, basically, we can get our graveyard back into our library, and that's good to have. And then just typical counters, because people are going to try to stop you with the unlimited combos. Now, more into the creatures. Spellseeker, again, just a creature that is a tutor that searches for the combo pieces we need. Winota, join our forces. Once you get Thrasios out, attack with Thrasios, get the Winota trigger, and you're going to get werewolves or other supplementary creatures out that will help the deck. Like Goldforge Stoptrix, great card. Permanent, gives all your legendary permanents ward, makes your commanders hard to remove. Goldbug is also kind of like Winota adjacent. Recently put this card in, and it really helps the deck out. Gets the humans, like, basically protection. What's that spell card part that's like Goldbug? The artifact? Dolmen's Gate. It's just Dolmen's Gate to your humans. Coppercoat Vanguard just makes your humans have Ward 1, and it's also a Lord. Really strong, good card. Unsettled Mariners, just like Coppercoat Vanguard, gives everything 1 of a creature type it shares. That's going to get really, really nutty. Nightpack Ambusher is just a wolf kind of werewolf lord. Just gets in there. He doesn't usually pop up. Immerwolf is basically straight werewolf tech. Werewolf OGs know what to do with this. Kestic Naturalist is just a werewolf mana rock on attack. Scorned Villager also, and this is a cheap 1 werewolf. That is that's just a horror that flips into an Eldrazi, but it gets you that value where you need it to be. We're gonna keep playing music.
Why'd the music stop?
I have to change the track. So that's the creatures. Besides Basalt Monolith, our artifacts are going to be Soul Ring, Isochron Scepter on all of your 2-drop instants, because you're going to need to be annoying.
The promo.
Lithoform Engine,
Classic.
super baller copy of all your permanents. It's just going to get that value off your commanders if you can copy them. And we got some 2 talismans. Talismans, guys, the rocks, always good to have these. They're like $2 or $3. Buff up on these, stock up.
Good rocks.
Couple more creatures. Universal Automaton, just for werewolf tribal type like beats. We got mana rocks up the wazoo for creatures.
Wow, I didn't even realize you had that many.
Yeah, you need it, dude. And then Howlhenge Overlord is just good late game. And then another mana rock Eldrazi flip werewolf. Arlen Cord on our Planeswalker.
It's
Werewolf tribal fix. You're hot. It is only 8 o'clock. I know it's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
It feels like a lifetime.
Full moon's rise.
It feels like we didn't do this for very long, but it also feels late as fuck. Does that make sense?
That's what I'm saying. The pepper,
That was
guys.
a trip.
The
That was a
pepper,
fucking trip and a half.
the peppers really make you like time travel.
It was fucked.
Oh
So
my God.
enchantments, we have Full Moon's Rise, Howling Moon, just more werewolf tech. Chain to the Rocks, if you could copy, or on Thin Ice, that really fucks over opponents. It's just good removal, good spot removal. Mystic Remora, classic ramp draw, baller, EDH card, you know? We're just basic lands. I decided to be trolly. We have all the triumphs we need for our commander's colors.
You have all of them?
For the commander's colors, yeah, that we need.
Let's fucking go.
And we got all the pain lands and basically flip lands. We got our Reliquary Tower for when we deck ourselves.
Sick.
And I decided to put Snowlands, basically, is what I was trying to say, just to be trolly. Even the dual snows, because those are big. Even though they come in tap, they're still big. Rounding it all out, our sorceries. Amaria's Call, if you could play it, it's really good because it's also a land, or you get that Angel Flyers. That's really good. Increasing Savagery is also nuts if you could pop it off. Make your creatures all huge.
I really should put that in Atraxa, huh?
Oh, dude. Yeah, you need this in Atraxa. Also, I'd say many partings from the Lord of the Rings set.
Wow,
Search your library
it's a
for
basic?
Dude, pushed cards. Sorcery, common, 1-drop. Search your library for a basic land card.
Why do I
sweat
not?
in my mouth.
Why do I not have that?
Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle, create a food token. And food just means pay 2 on an artifact, sack it. The artifact, it's a food token, you get 3 health. That's really good.
That's fucking insane.
Neoform and Eldritch are basically going to turn your werewolves into any of the combo pieces, or any of like kind of search stuff you need. Replications, just copy, kind of fun stuff. Overwhelming Stampede is an endgame card. Once you get copies of stuff, once you get werewolves on the board, or you have Winota triggers going, you want to Overwhelming Stampede and just end the game on people. Dire Strain Rampage is just a way to ramp yourself or get rid of artifacts or enchantments you don't like. And then, of course, Blasphemous Act. You gotta have it.
The classic.
So that's deck of the week. I'm gonna have the deck list in the description of the video tomorrow when the video's up, timestamped and corrected.